Okay, so when it comes to the drunk fletch, we didn't invent this. We kind of discovered it, and my dad's the one who did that, so I'll let him tell you.
How did we discover the drunk fletch? Well, Colton was pretty young at the time, and he wasn't there. I was at Jasper, Texas, at a charity event that was down there. And I walked up to, because we were sponsored at the time by Bowtech, I walked up to the Bowtech rep. He had a cobbled up looking bow. Part of it was competition, part of it was hunting, and it was all mixed together, and every color on his string was different, and he had his arrows fletched like this. So I asked him why. He said, I do all that to make people talk to me, ask questions, sales point. He said, however, that NASA is what showed them aerodynamically that if you fletched an arrow like this, that one, it was like breaking up the sail. The sail no longer had a good pocket to hold wind, so therefore the wind couldn't push on it as fast, and because it was spinning faster, that it couldn't push on it as hard. That was what he told me. I have an associate's degree in engineering, so I thought he was full of it too. But I'm the type of guy when it comes to archery, hey, you gonna tell me something that sounds corny, I gotta give it a try. So I did. With CXL 150s off of a 50-pound bow, an extreme VFT, I believe is what I was shooting back then. I had one, CXL 150, cut down extremely short, all that good stuff. Anyway, had them weighing 250 grains so that I could shoot them out of that 50-pound bow at IBO speeds. And that the CXL 150 was what was considered to be a fat shaft back then. Anyhow, we went to Kansas a couple of weeks after I had fletched my arrows this way. I couldn't tell a difference in one arrow the other to that point. First shot that I pulled up on the practice bags in approximately a 25 to 30 mile an hour crosswind that was pretty steady. My first shot at 50 yards almost missed the bag. I pulled out a drunk fletched one just to see, because that's what the Bowtech rep had told me, so that's the only time you were truly ever going to notice a difference. I shot the CXL 150, it only drifted half as far. Then I had a buddy come over and hold an umbrella to see if, well, those two could hit different because the wind is pushing on me. I got behind the umbrella and could get pretty steady. I wound up grouping all of my conventional fletch CXL 150s at 50 yards on the edge of the bag. I think one of them missed, but it was right there at the edge of the bag. All of the drunk fletch ones grouped at about half that distance. Later on, when we went to smaller shaft diameters, Colton and I both, when he was older, he doesn't remember a time I haven't shot like this. And we shot 70 yards in a crosswind, it didn't drift.